A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. This one complete. Right side to McDonald. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Roethlisberger now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Evans coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again. Geno Atkins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. You have got a little curl there against zone, but the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here we go, 368. Nice.
First and 10 for Dalton. That's caught. It's Malone. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. To throw here, Dalton. And some room to work. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Go, on the ball.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are in for 6. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as he'll come up and go for 2. Here's a toss coming right. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Bullock out now to kick this one away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That first down completion only netted them 3. Second and 7. Now Roethlisberger going to hand the ball. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's go, let's go.
Here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Corner.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. They'll go again with Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Jack 16. Snickers, 66.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That is incomplete. Eli Rogers, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The give is to Bell. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, it's Bell. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And a gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Bengals will get the football back. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that...
And my goodness, another interception. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A give to Bell, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
66.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Cavari Russell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down throw coming for Dalton. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He was looking for Eli Rogers that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And down he goes Bengals taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Bell, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for a cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will shave one more off this lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hey, go, 368.
And Dalton to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Open man there is Malone. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From midfield here, Dalton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And it'll be Dalton again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
368!
Oh, passing it. Dalton flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Dalton wants to throw. And Eifert has it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll give it to Mixon. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Nice. Go. We're good. Nice.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll come out in the pistol. Mixon try to punch it in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Bullock will put this one through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Again, it's Mixon. shifts by him at the 25. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Bengals, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.
Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from feeling all kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat, ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie up. The big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 at 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with. Get back what you do to a singer. Get the fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my sit the back that like a popo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One's black and the other was like a polio. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Angry and friends with these. When I was down out of so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do play on. Like I'm lost on these niggas. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. And up, give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you. Rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk, got a big bands like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with a no, it's time.
I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I'm on IG all the time. I never go live. Wagyu steak, I died. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. Jerry ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. King of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Tryna get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you got a hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. He ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's